All right. So it was definitely my connection. I just had to go tell my whole family to get off the Wi-Fi. That's where we're at right now. I'm so excited to introduce you all to my sideline sister, my friend Maria. We actually just met on social media. She messaged me to congratulate me and to reach out to me because I was on leaderboards every single week. And then I hit Emerald, and we kind of just talked about like what each other was doing and just cheered each other on. And now she's on the leaderboards every single week. So it's kind of flipped, and I'm congratulating her and asking her what she's doing. And, you know, Megan, just really quick, I wanted to bring up, she just talked about like showing up and you know, being there no matter what's going on. She is preparing for a hurricane to be hitting, and she has taken time out of her day to come and, you know, show us some love and talk to us about what she's been doing. So huge thank you for that, Maria. And that's really it. Like, I'm gonna let her share her story. I'm super excited. We talked in Hawaii together, and she was so just fire. Like, just listening to her was fire. And I'm like, you have to come share this with our team. So excited to have you here. And I'm going to let you take over.
Yay! I love you. So yes, we met because I was stalking her. I was like, okay, who is this chick? Like showing up on the leaderboard. I need to know her. I need to be her friend. And you know, so yeah, I was like, no shame in my game. I was like, hello, my name is Maria, you know. So I so appreciate, you know, she just cheered me on as I went Emerald. And that was it. You know, we met in person at leadership, and then now again in Hawaii. So just a little bit about me. You know, so I started Plexus in January last year. I never know where to look. So I started Plexus in January last year, and I started it for the product. So my friend, you know, I saw her posting about it actually, and I was feeling pretty miserable. So really quick, I would tell you that January last year, when I reached out to her after I saw her posting for about 2 months. Hello. Oh. I was overweight. I was depressed. I was pre-diabetic. I didn't sleep. The menopause symptoms were kicking my butt. The hot flashes, the night sweats, all of it. I couldn't poop. So I was pretty miserable. And so I was just like, what is this? I needed, you know, anything to kind of jumpstart. It was January and I wanted to lose weight. So long story short, I just started feeling better immediately. I know all of you have heard this story a million times. I just knew, right? I'm 52 years old, and I tell everybody, I've never seen anything like feel like I felt with this. Right away, I was losing weight, I was sleeping, I was pooping. I just felt like this was different. First month, I lost 8 pounds. Second month, I lost 7 more pounds. So in 2 months, 50-year-old over here lost 17 pounds. You know, I was just like, no way. By the third month, I lost 20 pounds. And, you know, again, my energy was up, my depression was gone. I was feeling great. I'm sleeping, I'm pooping, I'm happy. I was just like, okay, what the heck is going on? So I did start sharing in the end of February. I was like, okay, I gotta tell my mom. I got, you know, because that pooping problem, I get it from her. So right away, I'm like, Mom, you gotta try this. So I got my mom, I got my sister, I got my husband. I was like, okay, let's do this. And so February last year, I went silver and senior silver. March, I went gold and senior gold. April, I went ruby, and May, I went senior ruby. So I was just like, I was just like, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. I was so excited. You know, mind you, this is somebody that was pretty miserable. I'm trying to see if I have a picture. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a picture real quick. This was my before. So I'm gonna let me see if I can pull this. This is what I looked like when I started. This picture was actually taken in January last year.
Oh my God. Wow.
That was me, January 10th last year when I started. All right, that was me. That's me. So, girl, you think I was happy? Like, happy is an understatement. I was like, I wanted to tell the world, right? And so that was it. And then I was I was just having fun. And so I did it so fast. I didn't even know what I was doing. So I would tell you that I went senior Ruby in May, and by June, like half my points, like they were gone. I was just like, what happened? Like, I'm trying to go Emerald. That's my next one. Like, what happened to everybody, right? I thought they were going to do the same thing as me, buy your supplements and take them, but it didn't work out that way. So so I learned some lessons, but then I just knew this is what I wanted to do. So I actually quit my job in July last year, and in August I was just like, okay, we're going to start over and we're going to go Emerald. This is what I want to do. And so I just started rebuilding, and just learning from my mistakes the first time. Like, retention is so important, following up on my people, making sure that they're taking their supplements. So I started doing all of that, and I set this goal. I said, okay, I went pretty quick the first time. I said, I'm going to go Emerald by November. Yeah, because I was kind of like a little cocky. Like, I did it fast the first time. Why can't I do it again? So, so I started working in August to kind of rebuild my points, go Emerald. I did not go Emerald in November, but I didn't quit. I didn't go Emerald in December. I didn't quit. I was very tempted to get a job and quit, but I didn't. Something kept saying, don't quit. I didn't go Emerald in January. I didn't go Emerald in February. I went Emerald in March. Okay, guys. So again, what I tell you is, and at the end of every month, what I can tell you is I was not discouraged. I was not. My mom kept trying to console me at the end of the month. I'm like, Mom, like, I'm okay. Like, I'm really okay. And I really was. I was enjoying the journey. I knew it was going to happen. That my points were growing. I just knew I was helping people. And I just knew in my heart, like, it's going to happen. But it's not on your time, it's God's time, right? So I was like, I knew that. So I was like, Mom, like, really, I'm okay. And and I was just like, so it happened in March, my birthday month. So and I was fine with that. And I was, we celebrated. I went Emerald in March, and that was a huge push. If you've been there, like, I'm so close. I was like, okay, I'm calling everybody. Like, I need you, right? So it was a huge push. Finally made it to Emerald, got to Hawaii. I was like, that was like, I needed to do that. But then my points dropped again. And, they dropped last summer. And then this summer I was seeing this decline again. And so I was like, quick, what do I have to do? Like, what? And so, I pretty much exhausted my warm market with my friends and family, so I'm a year in, and I'm like, how do I get new people? How do I build my network? So I just knew I needed a plan, right? Because I knew what happened last summer. So I knew that I had to come out of my office. I knew that I had to meet new people, and I had to expand my network. So I started looking online on events, for events in my area. I started looking on Facebook. Right now, a lot of people work from home, and a lot of women are looking for opportunities to connect, to network, to get out, to do brunches, to do lunches, to do whatever outside of the house. So if you look, you will find these things. And I just started booking them. That's the first thing I did over the summer, just booking events and getting and meeting people. And so that was number one. Then, so I picked up a couple of really good runners, really good people by doing this. And so now it's like, I just got in the habit of doing events and meeting new people. And so what I was sharing with Sonia in Hawaii is, and again, I think Megan said something, my upline texted me on Saturday. She's like, girl, I am dying over here. Like, how is that jet lag? And I'm like, jet lag? I'm in Tampa, 3 hours away, doing an event, right? I'm like, I ain't got time for jet lag. I am working, I am pushing, I'm trying to go Sapphire now, right? So, so what I was sharing with Sonia is I had an event planned for this weekend. I had an event last night, another one. And then every day I'm literally with my leaders that are also running, that want to go Emerald. I'm just like pushing them, like, where are we doing an event? Like, where am I going tomorrow? Who needs me tomorrow? Like, I'm available. Like, where am I going? Give me an address, and if you tell me that you're trying to work, I'm asking you, okay, so when are we getting together? With who? Around whose kitchen? Around whose living room? Around whose patio? in a park, at a Panera, I don't care where, but if you tell me that this is what you want, then we need action. And so I 3 to 4 events a week, right? Because I want to be a diamond when we go to Mexico. I don't know about you, but I want to be a diamond. You know, I want the full experience, right? And so, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna go sapphire by December, and I want to go diamond by May. That's my goal, right? And so I've got 2 senior goals that are running for Ruby this month. One is 14 away, one is 13 away. I've already got countdowns going. They're going Ruby. I'm like, listen, I need you both by Emerald by December because I want it, right? So if that is what they want, then I'm like, we have to work. We have to work. What did I do when I was, you know, so we do a sip and see once a month, you know, a wellness event here once a month. What was I doing this summer? We do it the second Tuesday of every month. I made flyers. I'm trying to think if I have one. I made flyers, and what did I do? I went out to every salon. I went on my maps. I found the 10 closest nail salons. Yeah, I did that. 10 nail salons. I made a flyer for this wellness event that I was having on Tuesday, and I went salon to salon. Did that feel weird? Yes. Was I nervous? Yes. Was I scared? Yes. Do I want to be a diamond? Yes. Was that out of my comfort zone? Yes. Did I see the no soliciting sign? Yes. Did I go in anyway? Yes. Because that's what I want. If you want it, then you need to do it. And I went into every salon with my flyers, and I was like, you know, I'm having a wellness event. Like, who doesn't want a wellness event? I'm having a wellness event on Tuesday. Can I share some of my flyers with your clients? They're like, of course, yes, would love to. You know, and I walk in and kind of started handing out some flyers, talking to people. Would love for you to come out, bring your friends, bring whoever. And some of them, and as I was leaving, I'm like, hey, you can leave them at the nail drying station too if you like. I was like, oh, thank you. Salon after salon, I went to 10 people, 10, you know, and I will tell you this, the more you do it, the less scary that it feels. But is it gonna feel scary? Yes, it feels scary. Is it brilliant that you walk in with your flyers, is everybody looking at you? Yes, because you're not gonna do your nails. So people are like, you know, but I don't care. If I got permission to be in there, then I'm gonna go in there. And so, you know, it's just like thinking out of the box. So you know, so that's basically what I've been doing. And so again, everybody today, you know, I have so many friends that work in salons, either doing hair, doing nails. I went and sat in one of them today because I didn't have an event, but I went to her salon and she went silver today. I was like, girl, I'm coming over. What are you doing? And she went silver, and I got my watch because I needed a silver. Because I needed the silver. And I was like, girl, you need 3 people, you need $300, and I need a watch. So I'm coming over. That's what I did, you know. And there's a hurricane coming. I'm in Florida, guys. So so Sonia called me. I was like, listen, I'm sorry for the delay in response, but I was at the supermarket. I'm trying to pick up supplies. There's this major hurricane coming. You know, my daughter's at school at UF in Gainesville, where it's coming in through, right? So all this stuff going on. But I said, absolutely, I will jump on your call because I don't know who needs to hear this, but you know, you got there's so many people out there that need what we have. So many, everybody I talked to, right? So I just knew that I wasn't going to find them in here in my office, right? So I'm going to just kind of stop talking for a minute because I don't know, maybe somebody has questions. Sonia, I don't know if there's something that I missed, but you know, anybody questions?
So Crystal had asked back up here, are you setting up at these events? Like, I know when you do your wellness events, like you set up like a bunch of tables and you don't. What do you do? Tell us.
Like I like the little mini ones?
Yeah, well, I know like your big one, when you do like your big wellness event,
well,
that
we
you're putting
do
out
one
the campus
together, right? So you guys know Jenna Hatula, right? So she's my diamond. So Jenna, Kimberly's an emerald under her, Karen's an emerald, and I'm an emerald. So the 4 of us, we kind of share. We do this together once a month at a hotel. And we kind of, little by little, for the past year, we've kind of been building up our supply you know, so we all kind of take turns. And now we have some of our rubies and senior rubies, you know, we got them involved and kind of stepping up and minding, you know, the registration table, like, you know, so we've been bringing up our leaders that want to be Emerald. But, you know, right before Hawaii, the one that we did, it was all in Hawaiian theme. And so we were all in our hula clothes. We had even a jar, like if you want your name written in the sand, if you're going to be joining us next year, you know, write your name, put it in the jar, and we're going to write your names down, right? So, but, you know, we basically just, you know, the room, it's a room full of chairs, and we have a projector, you know, we do a couple of slides, but we kind of just present in the front of the room with one table decorated. That's basically it. I mean, outside of the room, little by little, we kind of been building up other tables. We've been putting displays of our different welcome packs. And Sonia, I can send you the pictures so that you can share them. But that's it. The ones that I do, like house to house to house. I mean, I did one last night on her counter. I just put the reset with a few products standing up, and that's it. And we were sitting in her living room. The one that I did in Tampa on Saturday, they have a big sectional sofa, and everybody was sitting in the sectional, and actually I was there with the one who's running for Ruby, and I'm thinking she started the conversation, and so I'm like standing off to the side waiting that she's gonna kind of present me, and she just kept on talking and talking and talking. And so then I kind of walked around, took some pictures, and then she just kept on talking, and then I just sat down with everybody else, and she literally did the whole thing by herself because we've already done this so many times. I was like, girl, you got this, like you got this, you know. And then from there, I'm like literally signing everybody up because everybody was, you know, everybody needs this, you know, they need a community. They love the support that we do together, right? They, and that's another thing that, you know, again, we don't stop. I'm like every day, it's like, okay, tomorrow, I mean, right now I had one for tomorrow, but you know, there's a hurricane coming. So I was like, okay, we'll make it a Zoom maybe if we have power, you know, but if it wasn't because of the hurricane coming, I would have one tomorrow. It's like the last day. I spend like the whole day giving people numbers. You're this away, you're 13 away, you're 10 away. Like, what are you doing? Like, this person could be a silver. Like, here's your list. Like, here are the people that haven't done anything. Maybe they need $300. And this is what I'm telling people is, if you share with 3 people before Friday, by October 15, you will have $300. I don't know anybody rich, so everybody I know needs $300. And maybe October 15, when you get your $300, you can do some Christmas shopping. I don't know. Maybe you need to buy new tires or something. I don't know. But October 15, you're gonna have $300. So who are we calling?
Hey, I have
Right.
a question. So did you do network marketing before this? This is your first
Never.
time only? Okay.
Never. So I worked for one company for 35 years. So I started working at McDonald's when I was 16, and that's what I did until I left last year. I mean, I wasn't like a cashier, like, you know, I worked for corporate, you know, I kind of worked my way up and worked for corporate. And I actually, you know, one of my last roles, I had to oversee almost 200 restaurants between Boca and Key West, working with the franchisees. So no, I was just in operations. Like, I literally, you know, managed restaurants and owners of restaurants. So I've never done this, but just really quick about my story is I got married young. I got married at 20 years old. And I was married for 17 years when my husband was killed in a motorcycle accident. I was 37. I had 3 kids, ages 6, 12, and 13. 3 years later, I got breast cancer. So I'm 40 years old. I had a double mastectomy, 13 rounds of chemo. So I lost my husband, both my boobs, all of my hair. And then after that, a hysterectomy. So they took my ovaries, my fallopian tubes, my cervix, and my uterus. Yeah, I was
Wow.
struggling. So, but you know, I had kids to raise. And so I never focused on that. I just kept pushing forward, doing my job, like never ever trying to venture out because I got kids to feed. I got college to pay for. And so I just kept working and never, but I was struggling. With my health. I was overweight. The menopause was driving me crazy. I suffered from depression for many years, from losing my husband, from losing my boobs, you know what I mean? Like the whole thing. Like, so when this healed me last year, mind, body, and soul, like I knew this was my purpose. Like when you wonder, God, like, what am I on this earth for? I knew, I heard it loud and clear. I was supposed to share my story. So that is the story that I share, the hope that I share, that I was bald, like completely bald, and so all of this is mine now, all of it, right? And so, I lost a husband, but I got a new one. I lost both my boobs, but I got new ones, right? I mean, so when someone sees me today, they would never imagine that I've been through all of that. And so that is the hope that I bring today, is like, ladies, life is not over. Even like everything that you go through with menopause, that you don't even want to have sex, right? You're like, you think you're done. And all of a sudden, these supplements, like everything comes back, like I feel amazing, right? So those women that are for me, like in their 50s, and I'm like, ladies, you're like, life is not over, like, so that is the community that I'm building, is just trying to lift women up, let them know that you're not done. You're not done. Like, what is your purpose? What is your calling? Like, we've got work to do. Like, and so that is the community that I'm building, and my team of women that want to, lift women up, and tell them, like, we got work to do. We want to create environments where it's positive and encouraging and supporting you and pushing you and inspiring you. So sign me up. So wherever we go, the women that have locked arms with me, that want to be part of this, that's what we do. These mini events, like, we go there and we pray and we cry and we laugh, and we want to bring more women with us that want to get their health back and their lives back and their sex drives back and everything back.
Oh my gosh, that was so inspiring. Holy smokes. That was amazing. I did not know. I knew like a couple random little things here and there about you, but not all of that. So thank you so much. I can see why you can walk into a nail salon. Look at you.
I guess you can't really see it.
Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Look at, you're just amazing. Amazing. I know your hair is gorgeous right now.
It's my collagen. People, I'm like, listen, I always make sure when I go out, I'm like, listen, they're like, oh my God, your hair. I'm like, girl, my collagen. When I go out, I got to make sure that they're going to compliment me about something. And then that opens up the conversation, right? So if I'm going to go out, I'm going to make sure that, it's like, okay, here we go. All right, who am I talking to today? I have all of my leggings have the pockets on the side, and I always have my business cards in those pockets. And
Business cards,
wherever we go, listen, my goal is to get rid of, if I bring 10, my goal is I can't come home until I get rid of those 10 business cards.
I love that. Sonia, were you going to say something?
Yeah, because can you all see it? In the camera, can you see it?
My car?
Yeah.
Woo. Sexy.
I can't see myself in here, so I can't tell if I can show it, but she got her plexus.
She got her
Yes.
Lexus, yeah. It's
Yes.
the energy and the fire, like Sonia was telling me earlier, because you guys talk all the time about it. And I can see why people just flock to you, and you can literally walk in a nail salon and be like, buy my stuff, and people do, because you just attract that energy and that positive energy. And so, guys, Maria
gotta bring it.
in the middle of a hurricane right now, and she's on a Zoom for us, and she was at the grocery store because a hurricane's going to hit her house, and she's planning events for like the next few days after this hurricane and yesterday and all that stuff. So it's like,
I'm
it's
flying to Puerto Rico on Friday. We're doing an event on Saturday in Puerto Rico.
like no excuses. She is no BS.
Wh- By
gold.
the way, on Spirit, $100 round trip. Just saying. I couldn't pass it up. My mom is like, can you come? I was like, okay, I will check the tickets and that will determine if God wants me there or not. And imagine that, $100 round trip. I was like, I guess I'm supposed to be there. I'll be there.
And both of your parents do this with you,
My
right?
both of my parents are senior Ruby. So they're my
Awesome.
strongest leg. They're my, I guess, primary leg. So my mom is 70 and my dad is 72, and they're senior Ruby on my team.
That is so amazing. So amazing.
So corporate will be there on Saturday doing an event, and
Oh,
Gold School. Yeah, they're and Gold School on Sunday. Yeah. So she's like, please come, and I was like, we'll see.
that's amazing.
So-
We've got 5 minutes left. Does anybody have any other questions before we get cut off here? There's so much good info. There's so much good inspiration here, guys, like business cards everywhere. Making sure you're bringing this up. If somebody says you've got pretty hair, say, yeah, it's because of this. Like going out and doing those things and reaching out. I know that we have social media and it's a wonderful tool, but we have a whole world that's literally physically in front of us that we can go out and talk to people and have these events and do things like this. I know the Emeralds on
If
the
you-
team here have been talking about doing events like this, and it's just something.
If you go on my Facebook or my Instagram right now, there's probably nothing on my story. There's probably been nothing in my story probably the last 3 or 4 days, because I have been in the streets, right? And with that, hold on, let me see. I have a Silver Star. I have 3 Silver Star winners in my last year. I have 2 more in the running for this month. Silver Stars. Okay. And I'm trying to get 2 winners out of the 3 this month. That is my goal. That is my hustle. I was like, imagine I get 2 in 1 month, but we just do silvers, right? I just want to show you guys something real quick.
Maria,
So
what's
there's,
your Instagram handle?
I have Being Bianchi, Being Bianchi.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sarah.
I haven't, there's probably nothing on my thing. And I'm not saying that I don't believe in my, stuff, but I haven't had time. And then this is my, how many I brought in already this month.
Amazing. Amazing.
So 120 new VIPs, 25 of them have converted to brand ambassadors.
And that's in person mostly.
Mostly in person.
Guys,
Right?
don't
So that's this month. So
forget
I will re-rank. I have like 60
Yeah.
orders coming out the 28th tonight. So girl, but the goal is Sapphire by December. But I reels are great, whatever, blah, 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 but there's nothing like, hey, can we get together? Can we get a few people together around your kitchen, right? Around your kitchen, around your living room, just, around your patio. Even if it's 3 people, but it's three, like just, you never know. It's a numbers game. So you got to get in front of more people. And if you can do it in person, even better. And obviously be a product of the product. Like today, people are like, oh my God, do you work out? I'm like, heck yeah, I do. This is how I pay my bills now. I have to stay healthy. I have to stay in shape. Like, this is how I pay my bills, right? So there is nothing like, I'm not messing around with that. This is how and I want to go diamond. So how can I let myself go? That can happen, So I'm in the gym because, again, I meet people there, right? So you gotta get out. I'm sorry, but you gotta get out. Social media is great, but find events to get out to.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys. That is so true. We are walking billboards for this business. So if you look like a frumpy, hot homeless person all the time, hot mess homeless person all the time, people are going to be like, I mean, does that Plexus do anything? You know what I mean? If you're looking good, like, I know Megan Wenzel drives around her Lexus around town with the Plexus thing on the back of it. Like, people know what she's doing. People know when she's, at her bartending shift on Friday nights, like, she looks amazing every single time. If she went in there looking like a homeless bum, they'd be like, oh, plexus, blah, so it's like, maybe, I mean, look, I'm like looking like a homeless person right now, but I'm saying like,
But you're home.
blow dry your hair, throw a little makeup on, maybe don't wear frumpy clothes to the grocery store just in case you see people, like, especially, I mean, in where we are here, it's a small town, like everybody knows what we're doing, everybody knows what we do for work, everybody knows what we looked like in high school, and I never want to be the person that's like, oh well, Megan was cute in high school, now she's 700 pounds and looking like a bum, you know what I mean? So it's like, we gotta, I don't know, we're just walking billboards is the whole point of this all. So make sure, like Maria says, her hair is always looking good. Her face is always looking good. Her body's always looking good because that's how she makes money and that's how she pays her bills. By promoting this stuff, walking around. So anyway, thank you so much. Sonia, is there anything else you want to say?
No, I think that was it. My last question was I wanted to know how many she added this month because I was blown away when she told me last week. So that's so awesome. So awesome. I'm so proud of you.
I don't know.
Thank you.
It's huge. It's
But
huge.
again, I said for you anything, right? Because I have been one, and I tell my own people, watch those leaders boards, go check those people out, follow them. You guys need to venture out of our own team and
Yeah.
meet new people, right? And so I did that. I was like, who is this Sonia chick? Like, I need to know who this, what is she doing? Like, I just need some of her vibe, right? And I couldn't wait to meet her at Leadership in Orlando in March, but I needed to know who this is. Like, you want to be around winners, right? And so,
Yeah.
I love you, girl. So I was
Thank
like, yes,
you.
I'm getting ready for a hurricane, but I'll jump on.
Well, we
you so
appreciate
much.
it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please stay safe whenever that storm is coming tomorrow, whenever it is. And thank you again. I'll send you this recording too if you want to post it anywhere.